Hi, I chose the topic of global warming, and the side of global warming that I stand is I think it's completely false. I've outlined 5 main points that I think will convince you why global warming is false. First of is evidence of natural causes. Evidence is growing that the small amount of warning seen in the 1980s and 1990s was caused by natural events and was not man-made. Prominent scientists have advanced theories that solar eruptions, tidal activity, and other natural factors have warming tendencies, considering the Earth has always had periods of warming and cooling, because everyone remembers the Ice Age, right? Why would an increase of 0.8 degrees Celsius over 100 years be such a concern? Second authors, false predictions. Global warming alarmists consistently make predictions that turn out false. After several years of mild winters during the early 2000s in the Northeast, the true believers bemoaned that the snow was gone forever until the region was socked several years later with a string of severe winters and deep snowfall. Katrina was said to be the harbinger of massive hurricanes. Glaciers were supposedly going to disappear by 2035. Rainforests were endangered. Polar bears are dying. All of these are outright falsehood refuted by scientific evidence and pure fact. Point 3. There is no real scientific proof that the current warming is caused by the rise of greenhouse gases from man's on it. Man-made carbon dioxide emissions throughout human history consist less than 0.00022% of the total natural emitted from the mantle of the Earth during geological history. Warmer periods of the Earth's history came around 800 years before rising in CO2 levels. After World War II, there were a huge surge in recorded CO2 emissions, but global temperatures fell for 4 decades after 1940. So after the rise of CO2 emissions, the temperature did not rise. Instead, it fell, which disproves the rise of CO2 is causing global warming. Throughout the Earth's history, temperatures have often been warmer than now, and CO2 levels have often been higher, more than 10 times as high, which also disproves it. Point 4. Temperatures are falling, not rising. As Christopher Walker says in his interview of 2008, temperatures have been dropping in a woefully unpredicted way over the past year. Last winter, the Northern Hemisphere saw its greatest snow cover since 1966, which in the northern United States and Canada was dubbed the winter from hell. This winter was dubbed the winter from hell. The Earth was also hotter 1,000 years ago. Evidence from all over the world indicates that the Earth was hotter 1,000 years ago than it actually is today. And if global warming is true, and we're all in danger, why would that be the case? Research shows that temperatures were higher in what is known as the medieval warming period than they were in the 1990s. Ice is also not disappearing in the Arctic. Website Cryosphere Today reported that Arctic ice volume was 500,000 square kilometers greater than this time last year. Additionally, Antarctic sea ice this year reached its highest level since satellite record began in 1979. Polar bear numbers are also at record levels, which, if global warming was true and ice is always melting, ice is their habitat in Antarctica, then they would be dying off. But yet, as facts show, polar bear numbers are again at record levels. Number 5. The global warming scare has enabled environmental advocacy groups to raise billions of dollars in contributions and government grants. It has also given politicians from Al Gore and down opportunities to post prophets of doom and slayers of evil corporations, and it has given bureaucrats at all levels of government, from the United Nations to city council powers that threaten our jobs and individual liberties. So basically, I think the government is and certain people in power are making up this supposed global warming, obviously to benefit off of it. And as a matter of fact, there's a pipeline that they're trying to build that would create thousands and thousands of jobs and drop energy prices, but they're fighting it out in Hollywood and because they feel like it's not right for the environment. When in reality, it doesn't hurt it. It creates jobs. And the people benefiting off of this is a small group of people. My my references are telegraph.com, Forbes.com, and heartland.org. And I appreciate you guys listening.